as you've seen, we've all done something we do when we're happy. Because this episode, all the episodes are happy episodes, but this is a particularly happy episode for us because this episode signifies the day we left the UK finally for Africa. Yep.
So we cleared everything out of our house, only leaving a double mattress, a single mattress, the box that doubled up as a dining table and a computer desk.
This was our last day at our house, and we hired a van to take to Grandma's house, take all our load there. And the next morning we woke up at Grandma's house. Sorry for messing up your house with all our boxes.
Good morning, everyone. Isn't it a great morning, babe?
Yeah.
Why is it so great?
Because we're at Grandma's house.
Yes, I have to add to that. Yes, I have to add to that. Grandma, thank you so much for tolerating us. We stayed there till we traveled, and we were there for a bit of time. And yeah, the house was literally upside down. We could hardly see the carpets, and it was just loads and loads everywhere. So once again, we all thank you for your patience, your understanding.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes, thank you.
The day has finally arrived. We are leaving today. And thank you, Grandma, for all the help that you gave us, and especially me.
Okay. It was a very emotional day. My mom is very strong, and she actually she was crying.
Yeah, she broke down that day.
She broke down, and
quite difficult to see because, like you said, she is a strong woman, but she knows where we are. She knows she can come. Actually, she's already booked a ticket to come.
Yeah.
So everybody, you'll be seeing her at some point. So keep watching.
So for those of you who haven't worked it out yet, we are in Gambia.
So when we arrived, we stayed in the Kaloli Beach Resort, which is in the Senegambia area. It was a lovely stay. We felt that it was really important to plan somewhere permanent, and we did that before we left the UK. So before moving into our permanent home, we stayed at that resort for a couple of weeks.
I was the first one to wake up in the morning. I recorded the first morning the view from our room. We met with the president of the Yoruba community in the Gambia and the secretary. I have to say a huge thank you to them. They played a huge part in our coming to Gambia, because we never been here before. We just came, and I reached out and got a response from the president, and we communicated a bit, and he did very well in facilitating that move. So once again, I thank you very much, sir. And Lady Princess, I thank you as well. So on that day, we moved around a bit. They came to meet us the first morning. We moved around a bit, and we ended up in a restaurant. Guess which restaurant it is? Obviously, a Nigerian restaurant it was.
Had to be, didn't it?
And it's called Buka. We had amala and eforiro, and in Jamaica you call the eforiro is mixed vegetable, or you call it callaloo.
It's actually one of my favourite Nigerian meals. It's mixed with, as he says, it's callaloo or tete, as Yorubas call it.
Yes.
It's vegetables mixed with meat or fish of your choice with tomato-based sauce. Really, really nice. And amala is a yam flour, which is brown in colour. When you cook it, it goes dark brown. Very, very nice too. So if you've not yet tried any of that Nigerian food, then I would recommend it.
Yes, and I actually ate with my hand.
Because my husband uses knife and fork normally, so let me say that he's in Africa and he's just being free and doing what he naturally is born to do.
Yep. Okay, so for those of you who watched the last episode, and in fact, if you've not watched the previous episodes, I would urge you to watch from the beginning, so you have a full understanding of our journey. And if you haven't subscribed yet as well, please do that. I realize that we have a few people watching, but not everyone is subscribing. So do that, subscribe, and like. You know. So just a bit of clarification before we sign out today. In the last episode, Charmaine mentioned that you would see us in Nigeria. Some of the other participants also talked about Nigeria. The reason is that we were actually going to Nigeria. That was our original plan. We are moving from the UK to Nigeria, and we've actually moved a sizable amount of our belongings to Nigeria, even as we speak. Yeah. But during my mom had 80th birthday, just before COVID, and we were all there. Charmaine and Abisola just returned to the UK, whilst I was looking for accommodation for us all to return to. And I was caught in Nigeria. The COVID caught me there, and evidently I wasn't quite sure of how to reunify with the family. But at this point, we haven't found a property yet. So we thought the best thing to do is to return to the UK and wait for this thing, which we didn't think would take so long. Exactly. Once it's cleared, we just continue with our plans.
No, that didn't happen. So we had to re-strategize, didn't we?
Yes.
At first, we didn't understand it. Thought it was an inconvenience, but we see now that the universe was working here, and it was definitely in our best interest to have that pause for now and divert our energies to the Gambia. We've not given up on our plan to go to Nigeria. As he says, we've got our things there, and we've got a great interest in there. We will be going at some point, but for now, Gambia is definitely a place for us.
Someone alerted me to land in Gambia, and I think originally our interest was just to buy for investment, but that kicked up interest in watching more about Gambia, and I think we realized that a few other diasporans settling here.
It was a big movement coming in.
It was
the
a big
energy
movement.
was awesome.
Yep, and we felt we could tap into that.
Yes.
What actually kind of made it even much more interesting for us was that a wonderful lady who was selling the land, a sister of ours, talked about a school, and I asked if we could do a school of African studies and entrepreneurship, and she thought that was a wonderful idea. And because we are of the opinion that Africa needs to open up its youth to entrepreneurship, and academic is not the only opportunity. I think, in fact, Africa is a land that has more opportunity for entrepreneurs, you know, and we can't copy what happens in the West, just copy and paste it here.
Yep.
We have to look at the environment and see what works right here. And we believe that the reason why most of the youth of Africa don't see any good in Africa is because they are not working with the African environment. They live in Africa but watching what happens in America and UK and all other Western countries. So we thought it would be a good idea to participate in that. But yeah, we're here now, and as you follow, it will unfold to you what direction we're taking.
Interests lie. Yeah, there's so much. We've come here now where we've seen so many different things that we didn't think about. Some we had thought about, and some we've added to. So there's so many things that we can and might do. Again, just watch this space. It's a work in progress, basically.
Yep. And to round up, as Charmaine said, we haven't and will never give up on Nigeria. We have great interest, great continued interest in Nigeria, and keep watching. You might find, or you should find, something that would be of interest to you in Gambia, other parts, but we are particularly aware that there are abundant opportunities in Nigeria. Well, on that note, we thank you for watching.
We know a lot of people are watching our videos, but they're not subscribing or liking, so please remember to subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications. Thank you for watching. Once again, we are
Ebi Adele Abodedele.